I like to work on it in doing the Vipassana first, where you observe these things come up and you see from a place of not being identified with them, you see them. And when you see them, then you cut through them and they dissolve.
Are they dissolving some people visualize like a violet flame?
Exactly.
Or a sacred fire. I mean, I've heard all of these things around the identification with the I Am Presence. Is this something that the Presence uses, the Ascended Masters use? What's the mechanics, and does that come into play at all?
Sure, I'm glad you mentioned the violet consuming flame. That's a quality of light that Saint Germain has helped us to bring forth at this time. It's the most purifying quality of light. So you can use that violet flame the same way you take a shower in the morning to cleanse the physical body. You use the violet flame to cleanse the emotional body and also to heal the cells and to purify. The violet is the most purifying quality of light.
So how do you use a violet purifying light?
Well, I visualize like a tube, like a neon tube around me, like 3 feet on either side of me.
Another secret comes out.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it's beneath your feet, and it's completely enveloping you, and it goes up over your head, and you just imagine this violet light like a neon tube going through you, and you're being purified in it. And I say, I am the violet consuming flame in action, dissolving and consuming anything less than perfection from my mind, my body, and my world.
Would you repeat that one more time?
I am the violet consuming flame, dissolving and consuming anything less than perfection from my mind, my body, and my world.
From my mind, my body, and my world. So any activity you come in contact with is all purified. If it's all purified, then you're living a divine life in a state of perfection.
Exactly.
Because your consciousness is decreeing and creating that perfection.
Exactly.
Is it really that simple?
No. The devil is in the details, you know?
Yes.
You have to begin somewhere.
Exactly.
And the violet consuming flame is just to know of that purifying quality of light. I mean, when I walk into a movie theater and you're sitting down where thousands of people have seen horror films and these thought forms are there, I sit down and I call on the violet flame to dissolve that. Now, as far as ingrained personality traits, that's a little bit more difficult. I find if you call on the violet flame, it doesn't necessarily dissolve them immediately, but you may be then guided to a person or to a situation that will help you to work through that. So I think, self-examination, psychology, this all plays a part. There's a thing called spiritual bypassing that John Welwood talked about, where people think, well, I'm on a spiritual path, I'm a friend of the Ascended Masters, I have no ego problems, I have no personality problems, I'm a perfected being, and so on. But, ashrams are full of people that are like petty tyrants because they've been empowered, put in, position of power to tell people what to do, and, everyone else can see that, they're not really manifesting that Christ perfection.
Yes.
So all these other ways of looking at ourselves also are important, but I think you keep coming back to the doorway into your own heart and through your own awareness, and to realize whatever you're experiencing is your own consciousness. When I say my world, I mean my consciousness.
Yes.
Because many people look at the same thing and have a totally different experience. Some people look at the color red and think, isn't that wonderful? It's energizing and it makes me feel really good. Other people see red and they think it's demonic,
Yes.
It's all your programming and your conditioning. So, by dissolving those attachments, then we can really get the true guidance. And, the doorway to that guidance and to the doorway to creation, the doorway to happiness, it's all through the center of your own being, and realizing nobody else is responsible for what you're experiencing except you.